It seems extraordinary that there are those in the Conservative Party sitting as MPs who are simply not sitting. They're swanning around the world doing their own thing and at the same time theoretically representing their constituents. That's what they were elected for. Whatever else they do, their primary job is to represent their constituents in Parliament and to be there to deal with constituency problems. They're there to answer letters. They're there to respond. I myself feel quite irritated when I write a letter to my MP and it takes even a week or two to generate a response. I find it quite irritating when I write to the Secretary of State for Digital Media, Culture and Sport and she can't be bothered to answer. It doesn't really matter which incarnation that Secretary of State seems to be. They seem to be eternally mute. But those people who are elected to represent us. So when Matt Hancock goes off into the jungle and eats some intimate bits of a kangaroo or a crocodile, or when Boris Johnson goes off to have personal conversations with Rupert Murdoch in America, in Montana, at a cost of £11,000 plus, eyebrows should be rising. And it just seems entirely inappropriate that this is how some of the MPs that we have got in our Parliament are behaving. It seems wrong. Boris Johnson is running backwards and forwards between the Dominican Republic, Montana, I don't know where else he's been to, Greece. It just seems wrong while he is an elected MP. Now, of course, he has also been a Prime Minister, and one cuts him a little bit of slack for that. But his primary job is to represent his constituents. If he can't do that, then his moral duty is to resign and take a seat in the House of Lords. The House of Lords is perfectly capable of shouldering the possibility of one of its members. I use the term very, very, very loosely because Matt Hancock is so busy looking at members or eating them. And the House of Lords could quite easily deal with one of its members running off to see a newspaper baron, a press baron, in America. Why not? Mrs. May has various speaking engagements. Well, as long as she does her work and as long as she is there for her surgeries and is processing the information, then I suppose that's legitimate. But the primary duty of all of these MPs is to their constituents, and if they're failing in that, then they're failing in their job.